Hello, this video is how to apply for the post 9/11 GI Bill if you are a military dependent and the benefit has been transferred to you. So what we're going to do is go up into your browser and type in vets.gov. Vets.gov will get you to this page right here, and you're going to click on Education Benefits. Application Process. And you're going to scroll down to Select Correct Form. So it's going to ask you, what are you doing? I'm applying for a new benefit. And it's going to ask you, are you claiming a benefit based on your own service? This is where you'll say no. It'll ask you if your sponsor is deceased, disabled, MIA, or POW. If you're trying to get the post 9/11 benefit, then you're going to say no. Regardless of if they are, and you're trying to get post 9/11, you're going to say no. Here it's going to ask you, has your sponsor transferred their benefits to you? This has to be a yes in order for you to continue to apply. If you don't know, go ahead and ask your parent. If they don't know, or if they have questions or need help with finding that out, our office can help, and there's also a link right here to help you figure out whether or not they've transferred the benefits or not. So we're going to say yes, and we're going to apply now. So what we're looking for is Form 22-1990E, application for a family member to use transferred benefits. That's what we're looking for. You can go through this, read as much as you want, click on the links, do as much research as you'd like, but I'm just going to go ahead and get down to the actual components of the application. So hit continue and put in your name. Social. Date of birth. And it's going to ask you, what is the relationship with the service member? So if the service member is your spouse, you can go ahead and click that selection. If it's your child, if you're the child of the service member, stepchild or adopted child, make sure that's put down there too. Okay, so it's going to ask you, do you expect to get any money from the armed forces for part of your coursework? You will know the answer to this. If you don't know, ask your parents or your spouse. Are you getting benefits from the government as a civilian employee? If you're not a civilian employee of the government, then the answer is a no. And if you are a civilian employee, you'll also know whether or not you're getting benefits for education from that civilian employee versus using this particular benefit itself. So it's going to ask you what benefit has been transferred to you. 99.9 of you will be the post 9/11 GI Bill. So now it's asking for the sponsor's information. So this is the service member who transferred their benefits to you. Where they live, and what branch of service they were in. And any of these questions you can ask them, and they should be able to tell you. Now we're jumping back to you. So when did you graduate high school? Or if you didn't graduate high school and got a GED, what date was that? Now it's going to ask you, after you've graduated high school, have you had any other training, or have you been to any other schools? So here's where you would put that information in. If Western is your first school that you've been to, then you can just leave all this stuff blank. But if you've been to any other like technical school, community college, even another 4-year, you need to put each individual school in there. So once that one school's done, if you've been to multiple schools, just click add another training until you have all of your classes in there, or all of your schools in there. If you have any FAA flight certificates, you can put them in this section. And now it's going to ask you for your employment history. So have you ever held a journeyman's rating to practice a profession? So we're looking for industry certifications or professional certificates. So let's see if you're an IT person and you have like a Security Plus or a CCNA. If you are in construction and you have a project management professional certification, or if you're in an HVAC and you have an HVAC cert. Those are the things that they're looking for. So if you have one, it'll give you an opportunity to put that information in. And if you have multiple ones, then you can just add another employment period to put in those multiple certifications. If not, click no, hit continue. Now it's going to ask you, where do you want to go? So we're going to go to Western. For a type of training, for Western, you're going to put down college. Our address is 1903 West Michigan Avenue. Kalamazoo, Michigan, 49008. Here you're going to put down what is your educational goal here at Western. Whatever it is. This has no determination on whether or not you get the benefit. They just want to know what's your purpose. And here you're going to put down your personal information. So how would you like the VA to contact you? Either mail, email, or phone. We're going to click email for this one. And then here on this address is where they're going to mail you your information. So make sure that it's at an address that you can get to, or they can get it to you. If you're moving here and your address is a couple states away, just make sure that you have enough time to get this information, because we're going to need the results of this application at the school. So go ahead and put in an address. You'll put in an email address. Phone number, unless you said that you wanted the phone number to be your primary contact, you do not need to put a phone number in. But if you want to, you're more than welcome to. Go ahead and do so, then hit continue. Here is where we will put in our direct deposit information. So your benefit pays tuition, which goes straight to the school, but it also pays a living stipend and a book stipend. Both of those pots of money comes to whatever checking account we set up in this application. So go ahead and select whether you want it to go into checking or savings, throw in an account number and a routing number, and once you're done, hit continue. The last step is just to review, so you can click on the pluses and go through the application to make sure everything is correct. If there's something that's wrong, you can click the edit button and go into that section and correct that section. We'll go through all the sections one last time, make sure everything is correct, read everything, make sure the social security numbers are correct, dates, addresses, all that stuff, make sure it's correct. Double and triple check your account number and routing number for your direct deposit. And once everything is done, you just click I've read the privacy policy and submit. Once you submit, it will go to another page that will show a confirmation number. Go ahead and either print that page, write it down, take a picture, whatever you need to do, but make sure you keep that confirmation number unless you need to contact the VA about your application. Once the application has been submitted, you're going to get back one of 4 letters. The first one could be, we're sorry you don't get the benefit and here's why. And once we know why, we can help you with the appeal. The second one can be, we have your application but we're missing a document. Please send us document X. which probably won't happen either. The third one, though, which is the most typical one, is we have your application. We're sorry it's taken so long. We're backlogged. And usually about a week to 2 weeks after that, you get in the mail your certificate of eligibility. We need the copy of the certificate of eligibility here at the school. So once you have that, please make sure you get it to our office. And if you have any questions on how to do this application, or if you want to set up an appointment to where we can just sit down and do this in a face-to-face format, feel free to contact us. Look over on the web page where it says directory, click on that, and either contact myself, the military advocate, or the military recruiter, and we'll be more than happy to sit down with you and help you out with this process.